So, I wanted to go ahead and just react to this. Rich Eisen explaining why he thinks the Bengals will make the playoffs and win the AFC North. Now, over the, time period recently, it's been very interesting because he predicted that we would be very good with Jake Browning. We weren't. He predicted we would be amazing with Joe Flacco, which we were actually amazing on offense, just not on defense. And he predicted now we're going to be it with Joe Burrow, which we did beat the Ravens. So let's go ahead and react to this. Let's listen up.
Is in fact at 4-8, somehow, some way, sniffing it. Now, a lot of people thought I've been the one sniffing something. And I picked the wrong week
to stop.
Yeah. When I was saying when Burrow went down, here comes Jake Browning. Season's not over. I was wrong. Then Flacco gets acquired. In October, I said again what I said in September. The season's not over for the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, yada, yada, yada. Flacco won only once in his place of Joe Burrow. My take of the season's not over looked pretty silly. Then I said in November, hey, listen, nobody's running away with it. So now that it's December, you take a look at the standings in the National Football League's American Football Conference North Division. Who's just 2 games back? Who's just 2 games back with the Ravens and the Steelers playing each other this week, and Joe Burrow back for the Bengals going into the spot where he once upon a time ended a Bills season and reportedly, allegedly, a bromance between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. And it's not just Burrow on offense either. It's amazing what a franchise quarterback's return can just do for everyone. This Ravens offense, no matter how much they've struggled, was going against the Bengals defense that couldn't stop a cold. A season-low 14 points the Bengals defense gave up, and a season-high 5 takeaways. Listen.
There you go.
These Bengals are 2 games out, and I don't care about the circumstances that caused me to say the season's not over. Might have been highly inaccurate about why I felt that way, but at the end of the day, season is not over. He beats the Bills, okay, and the Ravens beat the Steelers. All they would have to do, okay, so they'd still be 2 back, is keep winning, beat the Ravens one other time, and have the Ravens lose to, say, New England. All they got to do is sweep the Ravens and then have the Ravens slip up when they don't. Get out of here. How big is this game in Western New York? Not for the Bills, for the Bengals' chances, but most importantly, for my redemption story. This is now the 4th straight month I've said this, and by January, I could be proven correct. Oh, my goodness gracious. Redemption.
Rich Eisen is sounding exactly like every Bengals fan, and I respect it because it sounds exactly like me. So he did say that they had to slip up versus the Patriots. The Ravens would have to slip up versus the Patriots or the Packers, which, honestly, either or, I think they're going to lose both games. I don't think there's a chance in bloody heck that the Ravens beat the Packers or the Patriots. So that's already amazing. Listen, I am on a hopium train that is going from here to Texas, okay? And I'm from Dayton, Ohio. So it's a long train, okay? It's a long train with many stops. I've tried to sit here and be negative. I've tried to sit here and say season's over, all she wrote, the haze in the barn or whatever the rat birds say over there in Baltimore. I've been trying to look at these narratives, and I've seen all these people on Twitter, social media saying the season's over, we suck. And it is just, if there's ever a quote-unquote rigged NFL or scripted NFL, this is as scripted as humanly possible that the Bengals win the Super Bowl. Like, if you want to buy into that scripted NFL crap, this is your ticket to success. This is your ticket to, like, the most 1,000% proof that it's going to happen with tinfoil hats. Because it's just everything is looking so perfect. The Chargers, apparently now Justin Herbert might play this Monday night, even though he has a fractured hand and he's going to need surgery. I don't know how that works. But he's not going to be 100%. The Chargers are going to slot to fall down. The Colts, Danny Dimes can't even move around the pocket because he has a fractured tibia. And he's playing through somehow, some way. And if he can't play, the Colts have no other quarterbacks. I mean, you go down this list here, and you start to see every single thing slowly collapsing. It's like a movie. It's literally like a movie. You're watching like a movie, and you're like, oh, none of this is real. This could never happen. Come on, this is all fake. But that's what it looks like. It's like you're watching all these statues. Imagine it. Let me picture this, okay? You got statues of the Colts, of the Broncos, of all these teams, right? And you see the Bengals in the very, very back. And you're like, oh, 0% chance. But then you start to see the Colts statue. It starts withering away and crushing and coming down. Then you see the Broncos statue falling to pieces. Then you see the Chargers statue falling to pieces. And you just thought, whoa, hold up. Things are starting to make sense here. I don't know. And as Rich said, and I said it before, having Burrow back adds so much to that defense. And I know the joke is like, well, Joe can't play defense. What is he going to do? It adds life to the defense. Like with Joe Flacco the last couple of weeks, man, obviously last week we had Ravens, we had Joe. But when we had Flacco, that defense, we kept going 3 and out on offense over and over and over again. Patriots game, we kept going 3 and out. And it destroys the defense. While, yes, we can trash on our defense, say how bad they are, say how awful they are, the worst defense ever. At the end of the day, it's just constantly over and over again. When you just get trashed and constantly over and over again, the offense goes 3 and out, as a defense, you just give up eventually. But that doesn't happen with Joe Burrow. That's not what we see with Joe SHIESTY. It's a different level, man. It's a different level. And I know people don't want to buy in. I know people don't want to give us anything. And I know, oh, come on, the Bengals making it to the playoffs. We're the hot team right now. And that's when you don't want us. It's when Joe Burrow gets hot. Because he looks like Macaulay Culkin. There's no hot about him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I love Burrow. Burrow is a very good-looking man. Okay? No homo. But he's a very good-looking man. But I love Macaulay Culkin, too. He's a great guy. Fantastic. Big fan. But yeah. So, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I posted in my community tab last night this funny thing. It says, Aaron Rodgers looked like he tried to rob Kevin McAllister's house. And then someone commented and said, where's Marv? And I had to respond saying Mike Brown refused to pay him, so we only have one. Oh, see, I make myself laugh. If you can't make yourself laugh, how are you supposed to make others laugh? And that made me laugh so hard when I said that. I was like, you know what? Yeah, Mike Brown wouldn't pay him. But he does actually look like he would be, like he was trying to rob Kevin McAllister's house. You don't know who Kevin McAllister is? That's Home Alone, the movie Home Alone. But yeah, so tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one.